I feel like I've been needing to get away, clear my mind.
Yeah, I've been having those exact thoughts. Let's just go.
Where?
Everyone, we are going to talk about Phiphi and the positive and negative effects of the tourism in this place. Phiphi, also known as Phiphi, is a small archipelago located in the Andaman Sea, south of Thailand. It has become in recent years in a very popular place for tourists, to the point that the expansion of hotel infrastructures are growing uncontrollably to accommodate so much tourist demand. The Island is Thailand's Island superstar. It's been in the movies, it's the topic of conversation for travelers all over Thailand. The islands, when approached by boat, rise from the sea like a fortress sheer cliff tower overhead. Then give way to the beach-fronted jungle, its love for the first sight. It is composed of 4 main islands. The first island is Koh Phiphi Dam. It's the largest of the islands and they only innovated. It has a small town known as Say, where the main port for the arrival of ferries from the peninsula and other islands. The hotel offered is quite wide, from large resort to small wooden bungalows. It has come to denounce the mass construction of hotels in places where you could not, but the strong demand for the tourists has been more. The second one is now Phiphi Liu. It's the smallest within the 2 main islands. It is an island composed of limestone cliffs that emerge up to the hundreds of meters above the sea level. It has 2 beaches, among which the best known, beautiful and extensive is the Bay of Maya. There is about a woman of the same name who found the air of the days in the place on fire. This bay come to enjoy the White Barrier of Corals, which has been practically destroyed by the massive daily transit of the land jets buses that dock at the stone. The second one is Koh Phiphi. It's an island that 92% is formed by limestone cliff, has a small beach of the size, it's insulated and there is nothing. The last one is Snow Bay. It's a small circular island and it is the only one that doesn't have a rock formations like the rest. Then my colleagues talk about the positive and negative effects of the tourism in this place.
Due to the increase of tourists in this archipelago, different positive impacts have been generated in social, economic and labor aspects. As you can see in this graphic, the tourists have been choosing Thailand as a favorite place to travel. Due to this, Phiphi has received many tourists and it helps to have positive impacts in different aspects. Economic aspect. Thailand make a lot of they receive renewed through tourism. Koh Phiphi may not be their biggest income of tourists, but it has been helping the economy in Thailand since the tsunami. Due to the fact that the more tourists are interested in Koh Phiphi, native people have been taking this as an opportunity of sustain of their family. They usually offer kayaking and rafting. In fact, Phiphi offers one of the most important revenue for Thailand's economy. Let's now talk about the positive impacts in people and society in Koh Phiphi Islands. More jobs have been started to be offered. These jobs are very common, such as work in a restaurant or in one of the many hotels in the zone, even as a boating adventure. Tourism in Koh Phiphi has enabled the locals to earn money from their chores they initially completed in the home, such as cleaning or cooking. This has increased the living potential of many in the host community. Further, locals have a chance to mix with wealthier individuals, which can give them an insight into what can be achieved if tourism is a success in Koh Phiphi.
Many people have been displaced of their location by multinational tourist agencies. Due to this problem, a big percent of the native people has had to leave their works as farmer ranches or fishermen. These issues have diminished the variety and income in their current per capita gross domestic product. There are countless disadvantages in this topic. The most important one of the destruction of the marine environment. The marvelous coral reefs have been continuously damaged by tourists diving and having parties in luxury boats. But not only the coral reefs are affected. Evidence suggests pollution caused by the motor boats and jet sky effects the fish and other sea creatures. The second critical issue is the dramatical increasing of hotels in the area. The Thai law has restrictions on where you can build your hotel, but these laws are usually ignored by hotels developers. The coastal landscape has been changed in a way that you won't be able to recognize it from 10 years ago.
Now I'm going to talk about the solutions that have been applied by the Thai government and the possible solutions that we as citizens and tourists can apply. The major problem in Fifi is the minimum control in hotel industry. The Thai authorities have been imposing monumental sanctions to the hotels that destroy the environment and using the money to recover the ecosystem of the archipelago. The second solution imposed by the current government is to recover a big part of the coral reef and the native culture. It's close to the majority of dishes to the tourists and market and let them to the native people. In this way, the environment can be reserved and the native people can be, the native culture can be preserved. Esa última parte se arregla.
Sí.
The first solution that we can apply is to sell the wildlife. We can start showing the beauty in every corner of the archipelago with branches with recyclable paper. We can also take out web pages and a YouTube channel to promote the love for the tourists to the Phiphi ecosystem. In this propaganda, we'll obviously focus in the collective conscientiousness about the street that represents the massive tourism in Phiphi and the alternatives that we can use as ecotourism. The second one is to create a wildlife security group. This group can be created with voluntary people all around the world. They could patrol the beaches and the jungle in the archipelagos, searching for the people that ignore the damage they are doing and teaching them how to reduce their environmental impact. We can save the archipelago, but remember, it's up to all of us.